not too many overnight data during the Asian session. We are waiting for the quite busy London session because plenty of the data releases are scheduled for today, mostly in form of manufacturing and services PMI across the Eurozone, France, Germany, and then even the Eurozone itself. Manufacturing PMI, composite PMI, and services PMI data for the Eurozone are scheduled for release at 10 o'clock. Services PMI, manufacturing PMI, and composite PMI from the UK are scheduled for release at 10:30. And then we enter the US session. We got current account data from the US scheduled for release at 2:30 together with the new housing price index from Canada. Then we got FOMC member Bowman to give a speech at 3 o'clock. 45 minutes later, we got manufacturing PMI, composite PMI, and global services PMI data from the USA scheduled for release at 3:45 o'clock. President Trump's speech is scheduled for release at 10 to 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, we got existing home sales, and then we got speech from FOMC member Bostic at 4 o'clock as well. At 6:35, we got a speech from the Fed chairperson Jerome Powell. 7 o'clock, 2-year note auction. 8:15, Bank of Canada Governor McClellan will give a speech, and at the end of the day, at 10:30, we got API weekly crude oil stock data scheduled for release. Plenty of speeches for today with different people, including FOMC members, Fed Chairman Jerome Powell, President Trump. Plenty of the data during the whole day, and London and US session are looking quite busy. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. So the recent bounce on the 4-hour time frame chart from the 100 periods moving average and the lower channel line resulted in a test of the level of 1.1820, and there is the technical signal, candlestick signal in form of the bearish engulfing pattern. So right now, after the bounce from the level of 37, momentum went up towards the level of 58, and now it is again getting closer to the level of 50 as the 4-hour time frame chart is looking weaker yet. Again, so euro dollar, nice bounce to the upside, back towards the technical resistance. Nevertheless, it still doesn't actually look like there is a big movement to the upside coming to the euro dollar. If we place other way around, if we place our Fibonacci retracement level, right, so from the low to the high, we can see that we retrace exactly, almost to the peak 50%, right? So 50% was retraced, and on the 50% level, we got the reversal lower on euro dollar. British pound, basically very similar situation, but the reversal was made after 100 periods moving average on a 4-hour time frame chart was hit. There is some sort of the internal technical resistance located here or even here. Nevertheless, I guess that the bigger influence on the price movement to the downside had the 100 periods moving average 1.3523, technical resistance 1.3522. So this is the technical resistance right now, and we might expect the price to move lower. Our side tried to bounce from the extremely oversold conditions. It went as high as 45 points, and now it's a little bit steady. Nevertheless, it's still looking like the market wants to move lower after this this nice correction to the upside. So the outlook remains to the downside. Total rejection of the lower supply zone on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, 148.30 rejected towards 147.60. This is where the market found the temporary support, but the bounce is very shallow, very short-term based, and we are still somewhere in the upper half of the very wide range zone, right? So the outlook is still sideways. Not much is changing here. Momentum 53 points, let's say, so very close to the level of 50, coming off the positive levels like 66, 65, 64. So it looks like this market wants to move a little bit lower or move basically sideways. So not much is going on here. US dollar versus the Swiss franc, again the same situation, bounce from the level of, let me just place the line here, the 7,828 pips. Very nice bounce, very strong bounce from the extremely oversold market conditions up to the level of 65 points. But there we meet the 100 pips moving average located at 7,966. The current zone made from the previous swing high was made roughly around 8,007. So this is the technical resistance, and the previous low, which is located at 7,984. So there is no chance with this kind of a price behavior we will have a breakout higher. For now, we got a bearish engulfing pattern on the top of this move. So it looks like this movement to the upside, despite looking quite impulsive, has been capped right now. How much did we retrace already? That's a quite interesting situation. How much did we retrace? Okay, wrong way around again. So we retraced roughly around 38%, and we got this hammer candlestick here. So maybe some sort of the sideways market for today is quite possible option. 50% of the Fibonacci retracement is located at 7,900, and 61% retracement is 7,882. US dollar versus the Canadian dollar 4-hour time frame chart, yet again a bounce from the technical support. So if we place a level here, we got 1.3725 technical support. Now we got another technical support, 1.3730, and obviously we can place the third line at 1.3720. Nice bounce to the upside, nevertheless purely corrective in nature. We tested the technical resistance located at 1.3825, so that's the resistance, and the market might go a little bit higher towards 1.3829. So that's another level. Nevertheless, it's a key level for the upside. If there is no breakout here, despite quite strong momentum, 60 points right now on the RSI, if there's no breakout, we will go lower towards 100 pips moving average located at 1.3802, or even lower towards 1.3768. However, in case of a breakout higher, next target is 1.3862, and the swing high from the September 11th, 1.3879. At the end of the our situation, market analysis situation, we got the analysis of the Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin doing? Quite interesting. What is the Bitcoin doing? Let me just move this this line here. We got this supply zone. Let me just make it a little bit higher. There you go. So this supply zone is now gone, and the market has been seen testing this supply zone, but no breakout, no real sustained breakout to the upside, right? We broke below the trend line here, the blue one. We broke below 100 pips moving average. Now this level here, 113,484, is technical resistance, but the market is trying to bounce from the extremely oversold conditions. So the intraday low is located at 111,532. So that's the technical support. We are going towards this technical resistance. Nevertheless, the still bears are in charge of this market after supply zone rejection, trend line breakout, 100 pips moving average breakout. Maybe we should add some kind of a Fibonacci retracement tool to see how much did we retrace from, let's say, this low to this high, and you can see we retraced 61%, almost to the pip. We retraced 61%. So the market is quite technical. Market is now in a phase of a pullback from the extremely oversold conditions, and the market participants should expect a test of this technical resistance. Then we will see what will happen. Maybe even the test of 100 piece moving average will be possible. Nevertheless, very close to this level. There is low here, which is of course that another local technical resistance. Might be quite hard for the bulls to move higher. So for now, the outlook for the Bitcoin remains bearish. Pullback time, and then possible continuation to the downside, and any breakout below 61% Fibonacci retracement confirms the bearish view. Any movement above this technical resistance 114,000 and 14,414 is bullish. That's everything for me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.